This is the smallest scuba tank that we've ever tested. It's the 0.5 liter from Smaco. It's ultra portable, it's compressor fillable, but is it actually worth carrying? How long does it actually last? And can you really trust it as a backup or in an emergency? Welcome back to Generations Below. We're a father-son dive team. We're not instructors, we're not pros, just everyday divers sharing tips, tricks, and gear reviews. We've tested this setup in the field alongside the 1 and 2 liter minis. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what the 0.5 can do and can't do. And I'll also show you why the Heap One compressor is a critical piece that makes all of this work. Let's start with the 0.5 liter mini tank. We've used it in the Guadalupe River, and I've tested it in a few other shallow water dives as well, but both like super stationary or on a DPV where we're not having a lot of physical activity. And in optimal conditions, meaning less than 30 feet, minimal movement, calm breathing, you're going to get about 5 minutes of bottom time, no longer. That's not long, but it is usable for quick inspections, gear tests, or shallow pickup shots for content. It's just enough to drop in, do the job, and surface safely. But you have to respect its limitations. If you take this thing deeper than 30 feet, the air is gonna go way too fast and you won't have enough left for a proper ascent or a safety stop. So the key is to treat it as a precision tool, not a full dive rig. Now the big question, would I trust the 0.5 liter as a backup tank? Here's my honest answer. Not as a backup tank for a full-size scuba rig where I'm gonna be doing some deep diving. The margin is just too tight for emergency use at depth. Now, full transparency. I have used it as a secondary tank while diving the 2 liter mini, but only in super shallow river dives, and even then, I'm starting to second guess that was a good decision. Look, when you're already using a mini tank and then your backup is even smaller than that, you're operating on the razor thin edge. And that's fine if you know your limits, but you better weigh your risk before you strap this thing on and think you've got a backup plan. And just to be clear, these tanks are absolutely not safe for beginners or for parents to hand off to their kids. They're not toys. Someone is gonna get really hurt, most likely from an overexpansion injury whenever you run out of air. These should only ever be used by certified divers. And even then, you need to stay shallow, monitor your air, and dive with an alternate air source. If you want a deeper breakdown of who should and shouldn't use these tanks, we cover that in detail in our review of the 1 and 2 liter Smaco tanks. Now let's talk about what makes this setup functional. That's gonna be the Heap One compressor. Without it, you're either draining your main scuba tanks to refill these or struggling with a hand pump, and neither of these are sustainable. You aren't going to fill one of these things up with one of the hand pumps that they sell. It would take thousands of pumps. You might do it once, but you're not gonna do it again, trust me. But the Heap One compressor changes everything. It will fill this 0.5 in about 14 minutes. It's about just under 30 minutes on the 1 liter tank, and the 2 liter takes about 45 minutes, but we break that into 2 25-minute cycles with a 10-minute cool down. We've had 0 overheating issues running it this way. And since it can run off of AC or DC power, we've got the flexibility to fill off of a wall outlet or my truck battery, depending on the situation. It's not a commercial compressor though. It's not supposed to be. It's a compact, field-tested solution that makes these mini tanks viable. If you're looking at this setup, here's how I'd frame it. The 0.5 liter tank is best for very short, shallow dives where you need to move light and fast. The Heap One compressor is an essential piece of this system, and in my opinion, the only way to realistically run mini tanks in the field. If you're certified and diving smart, this gear can absolutely expand what you're able to do, especially if you're capturing footage or testing new gear in shallow water. But if you're looking for something to hand to your kids and say, go have fun in the pool, this isn't it, guys. Hard stop. Please don't do that. This is real dive gear with real pressure, real risks, and real responsibility. The bottom line, the 0.5 liter tank is small, but it's not completely useless. It's just a precision tool for very specific missions, and it belongs in the hands of divers who understand how to use it safely. The Heap One compressor is the game changer here. It's reliable, portable, and makes this entire mini tank ecosystem work in the real world. We've added both to our remote dive kit, and if you're diving light and traveling fast, this might be the setup that unlocks some new dive possibilities for you too. Hey, I want to know what your experience is with the 0.5 liter mini tanks or the Heap One compressor. Drop it in the comments below. We'll try it out. If you have questions, leave those in the comment section too, and I might make a video addressing it. If this helped, make sure you smash that subscribe button and check out some more videos. If you're new to the channel, here's something awesome. We hide real treasure underwater. We call it the hunt. Find one of our coins and you win actual high-end dive gear from brands that we trust. You can check out those treasure drops and the clues on where to find those coins right here on the channel. The hunt is on.